Okay, so let's talk about the perfect date night. Probably Valentine's Day. Let's talk about the perfect date night food. Probably baked ziti. So first thing we're gonna do is make our sauce. We got a large pot over medium heat. We're gonna add a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna add 1 pound of ground beef, a little bit of kosher salt and some black pepper, and we're gonna start crumbling our meat. We're gonna start breaking it up and browning it. Okay, once our meat is all brown, we're gonna add our vegetables. 1 white onion, 2 ribs of celery, 1 green bell pepper, 1 medium carrot, all diced. We're gonna add this in and we're gonna sweat this until our vegetables are nice and tender. We're also gonna season this with a little bit more kosher salt, black pepper, and a nice pinch of some red pepper flakes. Okay, once our vegetables are nice and tender, we're gonna add in 6 ounces of tomato paste. And we're gonna give this a good mix. And we're gonna cook this down for about 3 minutes. After a few minutes, we're gonna add 2 cloves of crushed garlic. And we're gonna cook this for about a minute. After about a minute, we're gonna go right in with some red wine, half a cup. Deglaze the bottom of that pan, scrape up any bits that are stuck. Then we're gonna go right in with 28 ounces of crushed tomatoes. Plus about half a can of cold water. Then we're gonna add in some seasonings. Now, one of the things my dad always taught me, you bring the sauce up to a boil. As soon as it starts to boil, then you turn it down to low, almost to a bare simmer. Give it a nice stir. Now we're gonna add our seasonings. For the seasonings, I will leave the amounts in the description below, but as for now, just follow me. We're gonna add oregano, parsley, some garlic salt, a couple bay leaves, a pinch of thyme leaves. We're gonna give this a mix, and we're gonna wait till the end to taste it, and then we're gonna season to taste with some more salt and pepper. But for now, we're gonna give this a mix. Last thing we're gonna do, we're gonna throw in 1 old Parmesan rind and a couple of fresh bay leaves. We're gonna stir that in. Then we're gonna let our sauce simmer anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. Okay, now no self-respecting person is gonna have baked ziti or any type of Italian pasta without garlic bread. We're gonna make some roasted garlic, Parmesan crusted garlic bread. We're gonna start with 1 head of garlic. We're gonna chop the top off. So you get this. Okay, we're gonna get some aluminum foil, garlic right in the center. We're gonna drizzle on some olive oil, generous pinch of some kosher salt. And this is gonna go in the oven, 400 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes, and that's gonna be our roasted garlic. Okay, we're gonna wrap our garlic up nice and tight, like a nice little package. Then this is gonna go in the oven, 400 degrees for 30 to 40 minutes. Garlic is almost out of the oven. To a medium small bowl, we're gonna add 1 stick of softened butter. And to that, we're gonna add salt and pepper, some dried parsley, and a pinch of dried thyme leaves. Okay, here is our roasted garlic. Looking lovely. We're gonna take this and squeeze it right into our bowl with our butter. Okay, once all our garlic is out, we're gonna take a fork and mash this up. Check this out. Ooh, that's good. Okay, we're gonna take our Italian bread, or rather our French bread. We're gonna cut this right down the middle. We're gonna go right on with our garlic butter. Nice generous smear. All over, nice and coated. I don't know what to tell you. This garlic butter is so amazing. I keep telling myself like, oh, do you want to die? Well, no. Well, then stop eating garlic butter out of the bowl. Like, okay, well, no promises. Okay, we got our garlic bread. Well, it's not garlic bread yet. We got our bread buttered with our garlic butter. We're gonna get that on a baking tray. Our garlic bread, we're gonna bake at 425 degrees for about 10 minutes until the edges are nice and golden brown. Then we're gonna take it out, put it on our Parmesan cheese, and put it under the broil until that Parmesan cheese is nice and crispy and bubbly. Okay, we're gonna make a ricotta cheese sort of filling next. To a bowl, we're gonna add 32 ounces of ricotta cheese. To that, we're gonna add 1 egg beaten, about 1 cup of Parmesan cheese, no, mozzarella cheese, sorry. We're gonna grate in about 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, a generous pinch of salt and pepper, pinch of parsley, and a couple of fresh basil leaves juliennes, which means you're just gonna pick them, stack them, roll them, and just slice them. Gonna add them right to our bowl. Then we're gonna give this a good mix. Okay, over at the stove we got a large pot with water. We're gonna heavily salt it. Then we're gonna bring this to a boil. Okay, now once our water is at a rapid boil, we're gonna add our pasta and we're gonna cook it al dente. Now you can see I'm actually using penne because it has these little ridges and it's perfect for holding all the cheese and the sauce. Alexa, set timer for 9 minutes.
9 minutes, starting now.
Okay, after 9 minutes, we're gonna drain our pasta. Okay, we're gonna add our pasta right back to our pot. And then we're gonna add about 2 cups of our sauce right to our pasta. Mix that in. Okay, we got a baking dish. To that, we're gonna add a layer of sauce. And we're gonna go down with half of our baked ziti, half of our ziti noodles. Okay, to that, we're gonna mix in some cubed mozzarella, or some nice big pops when you bite into it. Okay, and to that, we're gonna add a layer of our ricotta. I'm gonna use a piping bag just to make it a little bit easier to squeeze out. To that, we're gonna add another layer of sauce. The rest of our noodles. Then we're gonna top this all off with some shredded mozzarella. About a cup. Some freshly shredded Parmesan cheese. Same thing, about a cup. Let's spread this out a little. Okay, and right over that, we're gonna go in with some fresh, sweet basil. So what we're gonna do now is cover these either with aluminum foil, or if your baking dish came with a lid, cover it with the lid. Okay, so we're gonna bake this at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. Then we're gonna uncover it and bake for an additional 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, we got our baked ziti. Okay, we got our garlic bread out of the oven. I'm gonna give this a quick chop. Woo. Okay, so there's our salad, our delicious baked ziti, foolproof, and our delicious roasted garlic Parmesan crusted garlic bread. But what about dessert? Stay tuned to the next video where we're gonna make the absolute delicious Oreo cheesecake. Foolproof. Anybody can do this. Seriously, let's go. See you next time. I am a robot.